Hi, I'm Charlotte.
And I'm Lindsay.
Welcome to Yoga with Charlotte and Lindsay. I'm certified to teach freestyle fitness yoga, and I practice lots of different styles of yoga as well, with Ashtanga being one of my favourites.
And I'm qualified to teach Hatha yoga, and I also like to practice all kinds of different styles. And we tend to bring elements of all the styles that we enjoy into the practice that we do together.
We believe that every body is different, so if you feel you need to make any adaptations or changes to the postures within our practice, then please do. We just want you to enjoy it and have a very positive experience with us.
And if you have enjoyed practicing with us today, then please do let us know by liking the video below. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us for our practice today. Before we start, we would just like to thank Leicester College for giving us this beautiful studio to film in, so big thank you to them. And with no further ado, we'll get going. So, just start by finding a comfortable seated position, whatever that might be for you. You might find that you're more comfortable sitting on a block or a cushion, so just take a moment to get comfortable. And then I would just recommend that you close your eyes for these first few moments. Relax your shoulders down and rest the hands, the palms either on the knees or perhaps bring the hands into the lap. Just so that you're really comfortable. We're sitting tall, allowing the head just to float freely on top. And we'll just take these first few moments to allow the body and the mind to prepare for the practice to come. And to really let go of the busyness of our daily lives. So, let's begin here by taking our awareness to our breath. And we'll start with our focus at the belly. So really observing the way the belly expands as we breathe in, and then the belly button draws back in towards the spine as we exhale, and perhaps allow that movement to become a little bigger. So we're drawing a bit more energy and oxygen in with every breath in, and then allowing the exhalations to become longer and relaxed every time. And then we'll bring the awareness up to the rib cage and really allow the rib cage to expand out to the sides as you inhale, and then draw back in as you exhale, giving lots of space for the lungs to really expand. Draw lots and lots of energizing oxygen into the body. And then we'll bring both of these elements together for a really deep, full breath. And you might also want to introduce Ujjayi breathing at this point. So breathing in and out through the nose. We gently constrict the muscles in the throat, so we're slightly narrowing the passageway that the air has to pass through. It's a really focusing breath, it's a warming breath. It might create a gentle sound, perhaps only audible to you, but it's the strong working breath that we'll use throughout the practice. It helps us to focus, and it helps to bring us strength in those poses we find most challenging. So when you're ready, open your eyes, and we'll keep this lovely working breath going, but introduce some movement to it as well, so we connect the two together. So let's take a big breath in and lift the arms overhead. We exhale to float the arms, fingertips come all the way down again. And again, breathing, reaching up, growing tall, and then exhaling to float the arms down again. And again, we breathe in all the way up to center. This time as we exhale, we take a twist towards the right side. And then breathing into center. Same on the other side. So we exhale, fingertips down to the floor. This time we breathe into center. And then the right hand comes down beside us, a little way away from the body. We reach up and over with the left arm. So let's relax this bottom shoulder down. Give a bit of space for the neck. And then if it's okay for your neck, take a look up underneath this top arm to really help draw this top shoulder back and broaden across the top of the chest. And then again, let's breathe in up to center. And then same on the other side. Left hand comes down beside us. We reach up and over with the right, giving lots of space for the neck, really reaching up. And we need to think about keeping the pelvis nice and neutral and level in this position too. So we're really making the most of the lengthening of the side of the body. So big breath in. Let's come back to center, palm to palm. And then we draw the hands back down to the center, and we interlace the fingers, and let's take a bit of a mobilization for the wrists. So we circle one way, pause, and reverse. Get them ready for the work they're about to do for us. Release the hands. Let's come forward onto all fours here. So we rock forwards And really important here that we bring the wrists right underneath the shoulders. We spread the fingers out nice and wide, and we're balancing the weight throughout the whole of the hands. And then the knees are right underneath the hips, in a really nice position here. From here, let's take a breath in, look up, lift the tailbone, arch the spine, and then exhale to draw the belly button in and up. We look towards the centre of the body, and again, breathing in to look up. And then exhaling, rounding the back, cat stretching. One more time, breathing in to look up. And then exhaling to round the back. And from here, we bring the body back to a neutral position. And then we tuck the toes. And we send the pelvis back and up. Pressing into downward facing dog, our first one. And then we bend the knees a little bit so we can walk the hands back towards the feet. And then using the hands for support, slowly uncurling all the way to standing. And I'll hand you over to Charlotte.
Thank you, Lindsay. Okay, so let's start to get really, really warm. We'll go through some sun salutations, some nice variations, and then hopefully we'll feel really quite good from that. So, planting the feet together, or slightly apart if that's more comfortable. Spread the toes and then place them back down. Draw the knees and thighs up and just lengthen through your spine, through your centre. Let the shoulders roll down and back. Trying to keep the pelvis as neutral as it can. It's quite easy to overarch here, so we want to try and keep it neutral but grow long in the spine. Head floating. And just rock forward a little bit so we're in a nice energetic stance, all ready to go. Let's take a breath to prepare. Round one, breathing in, spread the wings all the way up. Breathing out as we fold over, bending the knees as much as you need to get the hands flat to the mat. Breathing in to gaze in. Bend a little bit further, take the right leg back into your first long lunge, followed by the left into your first plank. Exhale, lower the knees, chest and chin, keeping the elbows back to the rib cage. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, toes under, press back to your down dog. Here in down dog, just have a pedal through the feet. Carefully using in the Achilles and the calf muscles. Always keeping the head and neck relaxed in this posture. From there, work both heels towards the mat. Take a nice deep breath. On the inhale, breathe in to look forward. And then step the right leg through to the front of the mat, followed by the left, and then exhale as you fold. Inhale in from your top of your head to come all the way up, spreading your wings as you go. Exhale to open. On the left, breathing in. Breathing out to fold. Inhale, gaze in. Bend further, left leg back this time, nice long lunge, followed by the left. Exhale as you lower knees, chest, chin, keep pulling the belly in and up. Inhale forward, cobra. A little bit bigger if you feel ready. Exhale, toes under, down dog. 3 deep breaths, breathing 1. 2. 3. On your next inhale, breathe in to look where we're going. Step left leg through, followed by the right. Exhale as we forward fold. Inhale, top of the head leads to come up. Exhale to open, round 2. A bit bigger, breathing in. Breathing out to fold. Inhale, gaze in. Bend further, right leg back, long lunge, followed by the left. Exhale as you lower knees, chest, chin, or if you wish, more advanced, can do a nice full body tricep dip. Inhale through cobra or up dog. Exhale, toes under down dog, 4 deep breaths this time, breathing 1. Really spreading the fingers of the hands, 2. Tilting the pelvis up towards the ceiling, 3. Lengthening behind the back of the knees, another deep breath. This time,
We'll breathe the right heel up towards the ceiling. Stretch the right foot and then bring it all the way through to the front of the mat. Followed by the left. Exhale to fold. Inhale, top of the head leads to come up. Exhale to open on the left, breathing in. And out to fold. And into gazing. Bend further, left leg back. Followed by the right. Exhale to lower. Use the knees if you wish here. Inhale through. Exhale, toes under. Down dog. 5 deep breaths. Breathing 1. Really thinking about the shoulder blades going down the back. 2. And working the chest closer towards the thighs. 3. 4. Another deep breath. 5. From there, inhale, left heel up this time. Stretch the left foot, bring it all the way through to the front of your mat. Followed by the right. Exhale to fold. Inhale, top of the head leads to come all the way up. Exhale to open. Now a bit more flow, so we won't pause it down dog. Breathing in. And out. And in. Bend, right leg leads. Followed by the left. Exhale as you lower, knees, chest, chin all full if you're okay there. Inhale through. Exhale, toes under down dog. From here, inhale, right leg up. Stretch the right foot, bring it all the way through. Followed by the left. Exhale to fold. Inhale, top of the head leads to come up. Exhale to open on the left, breathing in. And out to fold. And into gazing. Bend, left leg leads. Followed by the right. Exhale as you lower, knees, chest, chin all full, more advanced. Inhale through. Exhale, toes under, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Stretch the left foot, bring it all the way through. Followed by the right. Exhale to fold. Inhale to open. Exhale down. Slightly different version this time, but let's keep that momentum. So, legs and feet together, arms back slightly. Breathing in, bend the knees, up we come. Exhale, heart center and down. Inhale, gaze in. Bend the knees, and your choice, either step the feet or jump them back to your plank position. Exhale to lower. Inhale through. Exhale, toes under, down dog. This time, turning the left heel in. Step the right leg through, knee above the heel. And then when you're ready, big breath into warrior 1. And a nice long exhale to bring the hands down, step the foot back and lower down. Inhale through. Exhale, toes under, down dog. Second side, turn right heel in. Step left leg through. Find your balance first. Breathe in to come up. And then exhale to come down. Take an extra breath there if you need to. That long breath can be quite challenging at first. Inhale through. Exhale, toes under. Down dog. From here, breathing in to look. And either step or come onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, and hop the feet through. Your choice. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, arms back. Inhale to come up the way we came. Exhale through heart center. Should be feeling a little bit warmer. Okay, we're going to do another variation. So, nice and tall. Find that beautiful, strong mountain pose that we started with. Abs, core nice and engaged. Exhale to prepare. Breathing in, spread your wings. Breathing out, exhale as we fold over, bend the knees as much as you need to.
Inhale to gaze in. Bend, step right leg back. Followed by the left. Exhale as we lower knees, chest, chin, or fold. Inhale through. Exhale, toes under, down dog. From your down dog, again, breathe the right heel up. Stretch the right foot and bring it all the way through to the front of your mat. Again, knee above heel here. Lower the back knee and untuck the toes. Hands to the right thigh, breathe in to bring the body up. Roll the shoulders back, exhale. Let the pelvis drop through. Enjoy that beautiful hip flexor stretch on the left leg. Open the chest. From here, we have an option to add some arms. So, you can either stay where we are, or you can take the arms out, bring them to the elbows, or fingertips touching, or you can work reverse prayer posture. Your choice. Take another deep breath in the posture that you've chosen. From there, breathe in to take the arms up. Breathe out to bring them down. Tuck the toes under, lift the back knee. Breathe in, step the right foot back. Through the vinyasa, exhale as we lower knees, chest, chin, or full, and inhale through. Exhale, toes under, down dog. Second side, so breathe left heel up. Stretch that left foot and bring it all the way through to the front. Knee above heel here, lower the knee, untuck the toes. Find hands to thigh, breathe in, come up. Exhale, work the pelvis through and feel that beautiful stretch on the hip flexor here. If there's any discomfort on the knee, by all means, fold your mat over, give yourself a little bit more cushioning. Same arm options as before, either stay where you are or take the arms behind the back. You may find this challenges the balance a bit more as well. Take another deep breath. From there, breathing in, taking the arms up. Breathing out to bring them all the way down. Tuck toes under, lift back knee, breathe in, step back. Exhale as we lower. Inhale through. Exhale, toes under, down dog. And I'll give you a choice here. So from here, breathing in to look, and you can either step the feet through, or you can hop, same option as earlier. Exhale to fold. Inhale, top of the head leads to come all the way up. Exhale from the heart center. One more round, let's include warrior two. So, prepare, exhale. Breathing in, here we go. And out to fold. Inhale, gaze in. Bend the knees, and it's up to you. Step or jump back to your plank, and then exhale to lower. Inhale through. Exhale, toes under, and we meet in down dog. From here, turn the left heel in so the toes go out. Step the right leg through to the front of your mat. Knee above the heel. Find your balance. And then just bring the arms up, left and then right. To spiral to find warrior two on the first side. Arms along, shoulders down. Breathing deep. If you have a peek down, you should be able to see the big toe. So making sure the knee's not rolling in, but it's nicely in line here. And the pelvis is underneath you as it possibly can be. Beautiful, strong fighting stance. Powerful posture. From here, we'll go a little bit further with it. So bringing the right elbow down to the thigh, palm facing up so you could balance your drink on there. And then let's take the left arm over the head to that gorgeous side angle posture, reaching the arm away. And if you wish, you can look under the shoulder, or you can keep the focus down, or up at the hand, your choice. Take another breath. And
keeping the legs where they are, just spiral the arms back to warrior two. From here, lengthen your right leg, breathing in, keeping the pelvis underneath you, reaching forward, hinging at the hips, exhales forward. So, triangle, working the left shoulder blade down the back, spraying the fingers of the hands, and the right hand can rest on the shin if you wish, or like Lindsay's doing, you can turn the palm facing forward a little bit more work, your choice. Aiming to get that left shoulder over the right. Still using that gorgeous giant breath. One more breath here. From there, bring the gaze back down. Slowly float the arms up. And we'll simply just reverse the feet to go to warrior two. Second side, breathing in. Breathe out to bend that left knee. Turn around, turn the same way. Lindsay. Shoulders away from the ears here. Really embrace this gorgeous posture. Looking way beyond the fingertips of your hand. And again, making sure that left knee's not rolling in. From here, taking that left elbow down, palm goes up, and then you can whoosh the right arm over the top. Aiming for a long line from the right fingertips all the way down to the right heel. You can look forward or down or under the shoulder, really working and opening the rib cage here. Breathing deep. Let's take another deep breath. From there, looking down, spiral the arms back up and then lengthen that left leg. From here, breathe in as we reach forward and hinge from the hips. And breathe out to take your tilt into your triangle posture. Breathing deep. Again, you can look at the hand. If that's too much for you and it helps, you can keep the focus down. I think looking up at the hand can really help in opening up here in the shoulder and the rib cage. Breathing deep. One more deep breath in this beautiful posture. Then, looking down, carefully float up. Breathe in, breathe out to really find the bend on that left thigh. And then we'll take that right arm up and over the top, bringing both hands down either side of the foot. Breathe in, step back. Exhale as you lower knees, chest, chin, or full body, your choice. Inhale, float it through. Exhale, toes under, down dog. Find a nice, strong, stable down dog position. From here, breathing in to look up. And either step or hop the feet through to the front of your mat. Exhale as we fold over. Tummy strong, thighs up, breathing in, leave from the top of the head to come all the way up. And then exhale through heart center. And over to Lindsay. It should be nice and warm. I certainly feel warm. Yes. So the next pose, one of my favourites ever actually, it's a forward fold. So we'll start with feet about hip width apart. We bring hands to hips. Roll the shoulders down and back. And we take a breath in to lengthen up. As we exhale, we bend the knees. We fold from the hips and we're aiming to bring the tummy onto or close to the thighs. And really do bend the knees as much as you need to bring the fingertips with the palms down, but by all means do use blocks if you would prefer. So hands or fingertips can stay down on the floor, or you could hook the big toes with the first and middle fingers so that you can gently draw the elbows out to either side and guide your fold a little bit further. So we'll work with the breath here. So with a breath in, we think about lengthening the spine. As we exhale, we relax a little further into our fold, and again breathing in to lengthen, and then exhaling to relax forward. So the upper back, the neck and the head really relaxed here. And just take a glance at your knees. Just check if your knees are bent,
that they are tracking over the toes and not rolling in or out. We want ankles, knees and hips to be in 2 parallel lines. One more breath here. Exhaling to fold over. And then carefully release the hands. Now, as we did in our sun salutations earlier on, let's take a breath in and lift a little higher to gazing pose. And then we exhale to fold again. And you're very welcome to take the same position as you had before, or for something a bit different, you could slide the palms of the hands under the soles of the feet, a bit more of a challenge for the balance, so that the toes are just touching the creases of the wrists, the fingers are facing towards the heels. And again, breathing in to lengthen, exhaling to relax. 2 more deep breaths. Last one, really indulge, perhaps lift the hips a little higher, lengthen the backs of the legs. And then carefully release the hands. Let's take them back to the hips and then leading from the top of the head. Let's breathe in as we come slowly back to the top. And let's just take a moment to let everything rebalance in the body before we move on. So our next pose is a balance and we'll start with our weight in our left foot. So we spread the toes, we make sure that we're spreading the weight really evenly through all the corners of the feet, and we find our fixed point ahead, so something ahead of you that won't move, and that will really help you to balance in this pose. We then engage the core muscles as we lift the right knee high, and then we reach across with the left arm. So we're hooking just behind the knee here. We're not taking any weight into the hand, but just helping to keep the knee in towards the centre line. And we extend the right arm out to the side. From here, you can either take a twist or stay exactly where you are, work wherever you want to today. Now you could go a little further with this and extend this leg out, just like Charlotte's doing, so by taking hold of the outside with the extended leg and pushing the heel away from you. Otherwise, we're working with this knee bent and gently drawing this back shoulder a little further back with every exhalation. One more deep breath here. Go any further. And then slowly make your way back to where you started. Release the leg. Have a little work through the legs if you need it. And we'll go on the other side. So we're spreading the toes of the right foot this time, making sure the weight's really evenly distributed. Finding our fixed point again, at least to begin with. And then picking up the left knee. We reach across with the right arm. Or we take hold of the outside of the foot and we extend that leg, or that arm rather, and then we take our twist. So again, work where's right for you, and it will really help if you are twisting that you find a new point to focus on. And work slowly here, so with every exhalation, you might be taking that twist a little further every time. The key is to go slow. One more breath here. And then let's slowly bring the arm back to centre. Release the legs. And then have a little work through. Fab. So, for this next one, we're going to make our way down to the mat again. So we'll come all the way through the vinyasa. So we toes together, roll the shoulders down and back, and take a big breath in to lift the arms. Exhale to float all the way down, bending the knees if you need to. We breathe in to lengthen up. Exhale, and we step or jump the feet back to our plank position, and we lower. Knees, chest, chin, all with a straight body. Glide the chest forwards, and then tap the toes, and we lift to downward facing dog. A full breath here, send lots of energy down through the heels. And then let's bring the knees down one by one. We cross at the ankles. And then we rock back or find your own way to seated position. So, for this one, we draw the knees in nice and tight. And a couple of options for this one. So, if you have a strap or a scarf or a belt handy, you could use it to help you in this pose. So we either take that strap around the base of the feet and hold on, or if you have the range, we can hook the big toe with the first and middle fingers. From here we take a little rock back to find our balance, lift the heels, and then we slowly start to lift the feet high. So work where's right for you. So if the knees are bent, that's fabulous, work here. If you want to go further, you could extend a little further up and send the heels away. Now the key here is to keep the back nice and long, as straight as possible, even though the spine's never quite straight, but we're working to draw the belly and the chest towards the thighs and the knees. And not letting the shoulders round forwards too much. So we want to stay nice and broad across the chest. Now you could take this into a wide-legged version, as Charlotte is doing beautifully over there. Or you could keep the feet in the centre and then release the arms out to either side. So you can take an option that works for you. Maybe change it every time. Let's take one more deep breath here. And then slowly release the legs all the way back down. Let go of the feet and then give the legs a hug. They certainly deserve it after that. And then for this next one, we need the full length of the mat behind us. So we bring the feet towards the top of the mat. And just going to sort of shift the muscle out from underneath the sit bones here. And then sit really tall. In my opinion, this is an underestimated pose, but it's super strengthening, really active. So we want to make sure that our spine's nice and long, the head's floating freely on top. We relax the shoulders down, and we bring either fingertips or palms down to the floor beside us. So we're really sitting tall already. We're activating the legs by drawing up from the knees. The thighs are really well engaged. We're flexing the feet, pulling the toes back towards the body. So all of the legs are really, really working. Every muscle's active. And focus straight ahead or even slightly up. Really broadening across the chest. And a few breaths here. Try and grow taller with every breath in. Last one. From here with your next breath in, we bring the arms out in front. And let's take a breath in to prepare. As we exhale, we slowly, slowly peel all the way down to the mat. So keeping the legs on the mat if you can, keeping the speed nice and consistent, keeping that control all the way until the back of the head has reached the floor.
Beautiful. Thank you, Lindsay. Okay, so from here, we're nearly there. What I'd like you to do is bend your knees, bringing the feet closer to your hips and keeping them about hip distance as they get a bit closer towards the bottom. Have the arms by the side of you, palms down, and see if you can, your fingertips can about tickle the heels. They should be about that distance. From there, let's breathe in to prepare. Let's breathe out as we slowly tilt the pelvis. And then keeping with your yoga breathing, feeling the pelvis off the floor. Then working to lift the spine, one vertebrae at a time. But we're going to keep head, neck and shoulders down here. And we're going to breathe in. And as you breathe out, see if you can lift that pelvis a little bit more. Breathing in. Breathing out, lifting the rib cage. Breathing in. Breathing out, working the inner thighs in towards each other. And then you might want to keep your arms where they are, or you might want to bring the shoulder blades closer together underneath you and clasp your hands, if that's an option for you today. 2 more deep breaths. Watching your belly rising forward as you breathe. On that last exhale, just see if you can work the arch in your bridge a little bit more. Feet planted firmly. And then carefully release the hands, release the shoulder blades. Making space between the shoulders as you slowly roll down. Upper back, middle back, lower back, pelvis. From there, bring the knees in. And give yourself a nice hug. You can rock from side to side if you wish. Awesome work. If you wish, you can hold on, consent, and you can breathe in and lift the head. And curl it tighter, or you can just relax down when you're ready. Okay. Last posture that me and Lindsay think is one of the most important postures of the session, our final twist. So, Arms out to the side. I'll give you two versions. From here you can either rock both knees over to the right side, so they're working together, and then one leg will be on top of the other. If you find you want something a bit deeper, you could take the right foot onto the left knee. Take your left hand to the outside of the right knee, breathe in, and as you breathe out, rock the knees over here. And you'll find that goes a little bit further up the back. Breathing deep. As you breathe out, if you want to look towards the right hand, you can, but think about keeping that right shoulder blade down. And remember that do the twist that works for you. You know, although we like to challenge in yoga, it's also very much about being kind to ourselves. So we really listen to our bodies as we work. Breathing deep in. If you wish, you could start to close your eyes as we're coming towards the end of the session. Let's take another breath. And then when you're ready, bring the head to centre first. Really engage your tummy muscles as you carefully bring the knees to centre. And reset. So either legs, feet, knees together, rocking over to the right side, or taking the left foot onto the right knee, right hand to the left knee, breathing in, and breathe out as you go. Again, if it's comfortable on the neck, you can look back towards the hand. Just thinking about that left shoulder blade staying down, or as close to the mat as feels comfortable, with a nice twist. Breathe in. Really indulging the breath in your twists. And of course, the eyes can be closed if you wish. One more deep breath here. On the exhale, allow the twist to go a little bit deeper if it wants to. And then on your next inhale, head to centre first. Tummy nice and strong and engaged. Bring the knees back to centre. Release the foot if it's on the knee. And then bring one knee in, followed by the other. And again, just curl up for the final time here. You can rock if you wish. You could bring the head, chin towards the knees if you wish. And then relax down and we'll prepare for a beautiful, well-deserved Savasana led by Lindsay. And I'll just enjoy it.
So yeah, for our final part of the session, we'll find ourselves in Savasana pose. So ideally lying on the back with the arms about 45 degrees out from the body, and just let the fingertips curl in towards the palms. Let the legs rest heavy and comfortable out from their sockets, and the feet just fall out to either side. You might want to walk the shoulders down one by one, just give a bit more space for the neck, and perhaps even rock the head side to side with a breath in and out, just to make sure the neck's really comfortable. Also think about softening any expression on your face, so really let the skin smooth out over the bones, maybe part the teeth a little bit to let those often quite tight muscles surrounding the jaw really relax. And if they're not already, close your eyes. And just take a moment to really let your muscles soften and lengthen, giving a bit of space to the joints, freeing them up. And imagine with every breath out that you're becoming a little heavier and heavier, and just trust that you are completely supported by the floor beneath you. And so just as we did at the beginning of the session, draw your awareness to your breath. Except this time we won't try to change anything. We just want to observe. So notice the rise and fall wherever the movement's happening, perhaps in the belly, perhaps in the chest. Is the breath deep or shallow? And does it change the longer you rest? And whilst you watch your breath, If you notice that there are lots of thoughts coming into your mind, just let them in, acknowledge them, and then let them disappear, let them float away again as you gradually draw your awareness back to your body and back to your breath. Now, of course, you can stay here for as long as you like. You can even pause the video at this point. Otherwise, we'll think about waking up the body again by allowing the breathing to become a little deeper. So we start to draw energy and oxygen back in to fuel all the muscles, towards all the joints and all the systems of the body. Draw your awareness all the way out to your fingers and your toes. Maybe allow them to start moving. The wrists and the ankles might start to circle. And if it feels good for you today, maybe take your hands together above your head, interlace the fingers and press your arms along the floor behind you. Maybe point and flex your feet, wake up the lower legs. And then again, if it feels good for you, draw the knees in one by one. A little stretch for the backs of the legs and the lower back. And when you're ready to come up, just take a roll over to your right side, unless you prefer the left. And again, take as long here as you need. And when you're ready, use the top hand to press yourself all the way back up. Find your comfortable seated position again. If your eyes are still closed, maybe open them now. And then let's finish by bringing the hands together, palm to palm, at the heart centre. And as a sign of respect for ourselves and others, let's finish by saying Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.